podcast.
Yeah, the music, interviews, the culture.
Sweet. Let's get into it.
And then don't forget all the lovely things we plan to do today.
Sweet podcast.
All right, good day, good afternoon, good evening, my people. It's the Groove Sweet Podcast. Mr. Allen, back at you one more again. Back for Duval, bike for Duval, back for the world. So thank you, everybody, for hitting play. And hopefully you've been enjoying the other episodes previous to this. We're at day 8. And like I said in my other shows, that I'm going to be bringing some of my friends along, some of my content creator friends, content creator of colors, C4Challenge, all the stuff that I've been talking about it. So I have the queen of content creators of color, the clubhouse room that I'm always raving about on Twitter or when I'm talking to my people or whatnot. So we have her here today, Jen Washington. What's happening, ma'am?
Hey, how are you? Good to be here.
Man, I'm good. Thank you for doing this. You're my first content creator friend to jump on. So round of applause for that. Yeah, thank you.
I feel lucky. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, definitely. So real quick before we get into the business of things, I wanted to talk about the podcast that you got going on. It's Woke by Accident podcast is a definitely great platform to talk about. I call it a mind thought-provoking podcast. It's definitely it definitely hones into issues in the Black America world and all that stuff. So it hones in on that, but I feel like it gives another inch of it, and it really makes you do like some really critical thinking, and it definitely pulls those thoughts out that you necessarily wouldn't think about. So I definitely been enjoying your shows. I've been on it twice. We have to do a third one because Atlanta has just been rolling. So we got to start. So we got to talk about that. But definitely, y'all please go listen to Woke by Accident podcast. Y'all will thoroughly enjoy it. There's some great people that's on there, and also she is fan first. So
okay.
Yeah. I mean, I have to mention that I'm still, I'm still in my neophyte world, but nevertheless, this is my fam sister. So proud member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and I am Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. So we're brothers, sisters. Yeah. So, all right. Well, we're going to get into it real quick. Please follow the Groove Suite on Instagram and Twitter, TheGrooveSuite, and go to the Facebook group as well. We'll be throwing that music around, all that great stuff. Listen to all the other content that we got going on. So day 8. So I told you about my guest that I was going to be having on. I gave them the option to bring me a song that they want to talk about, or I would talk about a song and we would talk about it. But all of my guests gave me songs, and that made the work a little bit easier for me. So today we're talking about Digable Planets, Rebirth of Slick. And a lot of people know it more so as Cool Like That. So
yes.
Yeah. So a little bit of history of it. I'll just go down, real quick. But it was released on November 10th, 1992. The genre that is in is hip hop. It has hip hop, jazz, and rap. If it was up to me, I would put jazz, hip hop, and then rap. But nevertheless, it definitely has like that good jazz influence on it. The song peaked at number 15 on Billboard Hot 100 during the week of March 6, 1993. And real quick, it came out in 1992, but the album came out February of 93. The album Reaching. And what is it? A new, I can't pronounce that, Refluation of Time and Space. So this is the first single from that album. And it contains a sample of Stretching by Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. Oh, yes, it did. We talked about this before we play, but it did win a Grammy for Best Rap Performance by a Duo at the 36th Grammy Awards. Yeah.
That's dope.
So, friend, Tell me about this song. Tell me what you think about the song. How you feel about it? Like, I read your message, and you seem very, very, very enlightened and hyped about it. So tell me your feelings on that. Yeah.
It took me back. I'm a big hip hop music head. As are you. So we're in good company.
Yeah.
And so, I was just thinking, I knew it had to be a 90s song that I wanted to discuss because that's like the really a good period of music, I feel.
Mhm.
And so this song, took me back. I was, a youngster.
Mm.
We ain't going to talk about what grade I was in, but I was a youngster. And I just remember I was just so captivated by the female in the crew, and she was just flowing, the jazz influence. I remember trying to write down all the words in a notepad. This is before you could have an app for pulling up song lyrics. I literally was trying to write down and stop it, listen, and write down every word they were saying because I was just so captivated. I've never heard people rap like that before. You know what I mean? It was just so unique to me.
Yeah. And you said you was I forgot the word for it, but you said you was real big into the poetry slam.
Yes.
So were you in poetry slam? Did you do poetry or?
I did, in college. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So.
And I was wondering that when you said poetry slam, I was like, she sounded like she done been on the stage a couple times spitting that stuff.
Yeah,
and
this
then
was before that time, but that's why it takes me back. You know what I mean? Because it gives you that whole vibe, especially the video. The video could create it like a poetry slam scene.
Yeah. So this song came out in 92, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I remember. So the past couple songs that I've been talking about, I've been kind of sharing with the listeners. I'm a very big conscious hip hop type of guy. I love that music, but seeing this type of stuff on video and then hearing it, it was just a different type of. It was different. It was a special different, and I feel
they were definitely conscious. Totally.
Absolutely. So it was I don't know when I remember seeing I'm playing the video in my head, and even just when the song come on, the doom 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 doom, it was just. I'm what kind of groove is this? I remember that, but that period of time, it was so different to see and hear this type of music. I think it was heavily jazz influence, and I don't think people really was I don't think hip hop to that degree was it's jazz influence.
But you know what? During that period, it was sprinkled through, some of the conscious rappers. You had Tribe doing a lot of jazz samples, and you had Guru. God, what's the group?
Gangstar, yeah.
Gangstar doing the little jazz samples and stuff like that. So that period, and there was a small sect, if you will, of rappers that was using that type of influence, but they really, drove it home. This sample is just sick. I love it. It was, it was just perfect. It really was.
Yeah. So, but okay. So when we talking about that, the jazz sprinkles, right? So Tribe Called Quest. Gangstar, they made a whole album, of
they did. Yes,
that jazz flavor or whatever.
It's 2 albums,
right? But what? Okay, so St. Louis, correct?
Yes.
All right. So this is Midwest. Was that sound prominent in Midwest?
Not really, not so much. So, that's why it was just so unique to me. Obviously a melodic, singy, songy type of feel is Midwestern or whatever, but that's something different.
And that's why I asked that because I'm from the South, Jacksonville, Florida, and maybe that's why I would assume for both of us, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel that this type of music wasn't so prominent in our regions. Now in New York, of course, you know what I'm saying? You had the mafioso rap, which was Wu-Tang, Coogee rap. And then you had a Tribe Called Quest, was that conscious jazz influence, that type of stuff. So definitely. I think it was prominent in New York, but I would think for the Midwest and definitely the South, it was not a prominent thing. So that's why it felt so
Yeah.
different hearing. Like it was just, it was so different. Even and then, I was in a band, so I played saxophone, played alto and baritone. So of course, when I heard that sound, I gravitated to it. So
Yeah, that might be why I like it too, because I was in the band too.
okay. And what was it? What's the instrument you played?
I play alto sax too.
Did we? I feel like we mentioned that. Might have been in one of our rooms or whatever. So look at listen, first fam, music lover, podcaster, and alto sax.
Yeah.
And Rebirth of Slick. Wow. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I gravitated to it. I'm sure that's why you gravitated to it.
Definitely. I think what year was Mo Better Blues? Because that was around the same.
Did
time.
you ever try to play that?
Our whole band class. Look, it was one guy. He had it down pat. He's like, "Teach me how to play. Teach me how to play." And he's like, he finally taught us how to play the Mo Better Blues.
Shouts out to Denzel Washington, man, for making it cool, boy. Because I almost went to trumpet, but then my uncle, the same uncle that introduced me to hip hop, in this manner, you know what I'm saying, like Rap City and MTV Raps, because he was a couple years older than me, but he played alto sax too.
Okay.
So is that an alto? That's crazy. I'm sitting here analyzing now. Was that an alto sax that came in the song Rebirth of Slick? The dun 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 dun. That's sax.
Was that a trumpet? It's like a whole.
Okay, that could be a horn. That could be a horn. I can hear it.
I feel like it's a horn.
Okay, cool. I was about to say if that was a saxophone, I would have like flipped this computer over. I feel
speaking of the 90s and the jazz influences, that was definitely a heavy jazz influence during that time period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I remember because we had these things called fanfares. So I guess you would have to I don't remember, but we had to raise our hand. And this is when the sections would play. So I raised my hand and I would always be like, let's play Mo Better Blues. And oh God, man, it's crazy. Jazz is such a great genre, yo. Like
it is, even like on the Cosby Show, it was certain episodes where he would play a certain album. I'm like, what album is that? Looking it up and
My granddad, on my dad's side, like I said before, my mom's side is like contemporary R&B gospel. And then like when I went over to my dad's side of the family, my granddad used to always play like jazz records. And so then my uncle introduced me to hip hop. And then I realized that jazz and hip hop was like infused. I was sold then. I was sold. So it was a lot of jazz in my family, a lot of jazz. And that probably was the reason why I played saxophone too. No telling. So yeah, I know we spoke on the climate a little bit about the region and whatnot. On a scale of like 1 to 10, like what would you think the popularity was, like as far as like the song? Like, was it something that you listened to that did you know a few people? Did you know a lot of people? Like, what was the climate of it in St. Louis?
Oh yeah, everybody loved it because like you said, it was so unique that you couldn't just, it was always on the radio, got gang of radio play. Yeah. So you just couldn't get away from it. And I definitely would say like a 8 or 9 for sure. Let's go with 9. Okay. It did well. It did well, on the charts. So
yeah. And it was planned. I mean, I guess I'm thinking about the moderate time, like today. You wouldn't. I mean, you hear it on the old school station for sure, but like,
you're saying right now or back then?
Well, we don't hear it now, of course, because but even on the old school, like only time I've heard it on radio is on satellite radio for like Rock the Bells. But outside of it, I don't know. I feel like it's all regional. Like it was.
Yeah, you definitely don't hear it anymore. Like even on how they'll sprinkle in old songs just when you don't really hear.
It's almost like they play the same old school song. That's what I'm saying. I don't never hear Rebirth of Slick. And so I have this list in my head and I'm like, if I'm in like a universal room, if a DJ is playing like EDM, pop, rock, reggae, like all this stuff, when they play hip hop, it's certain songs that they play first. And I don't think Rebirth of Slick is like one of those songs.
Oh, it would not. It's definitely chill, vibey. It probably would be played at a party or something.
Yeah. Yeah. And and that's crazy. But I mean, it had to do something because it won, a Grammy. And I mean, I don't know. Their name was Digable Planets. Like who was walking around in hip hop at that particular time having a name like that alone?
Oh yeah,
then having a woman in the crew was Ladybug, right? It's Ladybug. Yeah. Let me see. I'm sorry, Butterfly. We got Butterfly, Ladybug, and Doodlebug. Doodlebug. Yeah. So having a lady, yeah. I mean,
big hippies,
right?
I mean, they were just like on some other stuff, but I loved it. I really did.
Who do you think they might have been influenced by for them to do what they did? You know what I'm saying? Because
goodness.
It was like Digable Planets. It was De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest. Mm-hmm. The whole Native Tongues, Queen Latifah, Moni Love, Red Alert, all of that. But who would you think they'd be influenced by?
Maybe some of the people from the 70s or something.
The hippies.
No, not the hippies. Like like the God, the one that Angie Stone was in back in the day, and it was like ring ding dong, ring.
Oh
yeah, Stone, and I
yeah. Wow, right.
I feel like a lot of female rappers kind of look to that one. I don't know, as an inspiration, but.
So, I'll ask you. So, seeing a lady in a hip hop group at that time, how did that cross your mind as far as like seeing? I know it crossed your mind, but like, how was it influential to you? Because back in the day, it was. It was her. By that time, you had Shantae. You had a couple of women and whatnot. Then you had like the Queen Latifahs or whatever. But I've always, I kind of want to do a study on that.
Shantae's energy.
She don't play around.
Too masculine for me. I still like the femininity, because even like Ladybug, even though she had the baggy clothes, but that was just the style. We all had, like, we went to the men's department and bought the men, because that was just the look. But you still, had your girly, flair on it or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It was some of Shantae's energy that was just a little too gruff, rough, not feminine enough for me. Yeah. But definitely in my head, I was going to be a rapper. What?
Hence you writing
notebook, you know what I'm saying? I was writing rhymes.
Hence you writing the words. When you said that earlier in the show, you was writing the words, and I could just imagine that tape getting tore up while you're doing that.
Taping myself rapping. Come on now,
what? Hey, what them tapes at? You still got them tapes? I'm about to say, go on and release them.
That's hilarious.
Be like, whoop, by accident, world premiere. Got the old school tapes.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it was but I said I want to do like a study and just think about like because I think about like the ladies in the 90s. They were like this unicorn, but you look at the climate of like hip hop now, and it's like, it's nothing but women coming out. I'm talking about like left and right.
That's true.
Yeah, Trini got awarded with what is it, the hip hop award? So it's
like a legend type of legend. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but I always wondered. Maybe I need to do some research and find out, and like find a book or something like that concentrates on like women in hip hop and how it really influenced. Because I know, you got. You got Michelle Obama. You got what's our VP name? I forgot. Forgive me. Yeah. So like, when you see ladies like that,
Yeah.
in these spaces, women go like, women are like extremely proud, but like, is it that same measure when it comes to like hip hop? You know what I'm saying? I just be wondering that because
nowadays or just
what we talking about back in the day, being the fact that we have we talking about Digable Planets and talking about Ladybug, because Ladybug, she was stupid cool. Like you could just tell by her voice, she was just like chill. And I wonder how she felt in the midst of that. Like I wonder how Lauryn Hill felt in the midst of that. Queen Latifah,
it's a very male dominated situation. Yeah, definitely. So,
okay. But she represented though.
Yeah, she held her own for sure. Definitely.
Yeah, she definitely held her own. So, we talked about the climate. We talked about fashion a little bit.
We did
the baggy clothes and stuff like that. Everybody would. I mean, everybody. The men and the women were wearing baggy clothes, baggy jeans, the boots, Timberland boots.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And what the shirts was, like the flannel shirts. Wow. Golly. Yeah.
That was the move.
Yeah. So you said you saw as we kind of wrap this up, but you said you saw the unsung of
I did.
the Digable Planets. I didn't see it, but I mean,
okay.
It all happened. So you can feel free to tell me, like, how the vibe was. Was it cool like that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean, it was cool because they actually talked to all of them today or what have you. I have a feeling that, they might have did right with their coins so that they're not, in a bad way or anything like that. So that was good to see that, even though they're not putting out music or whatever, or maybe they are on an independent type of level, but they're not, hurting it or anything like that, because they were very successful with the songs. But just, as we see with different types of trends, this trend or style of music faded away, basically, and is why they kind of lost their appeal. And, even though that it brought them a Grammy for that album, but, they just did the second and third albums didn't, take in that style. The audiences are so fickle sometimes. They were on to the next type of trend or what have you. So
yeah. Good points. I didn't know that they had did they break up? I didn't know they broke up.
I believe so.
Wow. I didn't know they broke up. They seem like they one happy family. Like,
well, it's every group breaks up. I mean, from Temptations on down.
Right. The Fat Boys break up.
Basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that. Digable Planets is definitely a memorable group. Yeah. Remember that, the Rebirth of Slick is like definitely a memorable song. It puts you in that mode. I think about, like you said, like the poetry slams that merges up to like the Love Joneses, and yes. I'm saying talking about this, but like Mos Def is from that branch too, from that hip hop branch, and I'm like, look at all these people that branch from, from the song, like, and I think about
I love the way his style, like his flow style, you know what I mean? It puts you in that mind. Even, some of the things that Kendrick has put out that have been like poems, you know what I mean? Like go back to some of those early albums, even in Section 80, like some of the stuff is just very poetic, you know what I mean? And it takes
Section
you back.
80, Jesus Christ, Section 80. It's such a beautiful album. Like, I love all the albums that he's put out, but that Section 80, it's raw. It's like poetically raw. Like it's definitely had that poetic, I'm just sitting here thinking like all these artists that was influenced by Digable Planets. You know what I'm saying? For them to put out this cool ass song on the radio, like. And
it was almost like a poem. I mean, it was just so cool. Like it was just, it was cool.
Especially at the end, like the call and response. It was like, totally. I'm thick like that. I'm fat like that. I'm down like that. When she said I'm black like that, I was like, the way she said it made me feel so good to be a black person.
Yeah,
like, it was just like, I'm black like that. and it's just everybody had their styles, and it's just
Definitely.
just a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, listen, I truly appreciate you coming on the show. The first time on one of my shows, I am very honored.
Hey.
And you know, going back in history and talk about this Rebirth of Slick, like I listened to it today, and because today was like one of those days. It was like a mental day. Like it was like, I gotta do all this stuff. I'm gonna go crazy. Then I cut it on, and I just literally like relaxed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's good to know that it's other people out here that love the same music that I like to listen to. Because being here in Jacksonville, I can't have conversations like that.
That's hilarious.
Now we talk about Luke or like City Girls, different story. We'll talk
Wait
about
a minute. Oh wow, it's like that. Okay.
Well, I mean, it's Florida music, so
Yeah, that's true.
like the closest thing that we got that's in the essence of Digable Planets would be like Denzel Curry. And you know, Denzel Curry, he's from Miami, so but outside of that, I mean, you know, Rick Ross, Plies, Trick Daddy, Trina.
That's true.
Yeah, T-Pain, you know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
so that's all we got down here. So this type of element around me in Jacksonville, let alone Florida, I'm gonna have to travel to get around this type of atmosphere.
Right.
So
we definitely had a heavy poetry scene in St. Louis, so maybe that's part of the vibe that
they don't have it
inspired
anymore.
me. Well, the mood has kind of changed. It's sprinkled, but not as heavy as it was like during a certain time period. So
Gotcha.
businesses closed down and things like that. But so.
Yeah, everybody done took it to the digital world, doing the portrait, that stuff. So, well, again, I thank you so much for being on the show. Thoroughly enjoyed this conversation. We're gonna have to have more of these conversations too. Like I know, you know what? Every time we meet up, we're always in the clubhouse. But when we talk outside, it's like when we outside of the house, it's like dope. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to have you to come back and pick another song and tell us about it and what you think about it. So
definitely, anytime. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So before we go, please let the people know where they can find you, where you want them to come and see you, to hear your podcast and anything else you got going on.
Sure. So the name of the podcast is called Woke by Accident, and you can find it on all of your favorite streaming platforms, including YouTube. So check us out, Woke by Accident podcast.
Yo, you've been working that YouTube. I see, man. I'm like, so when I jump on my YouTube, I see like a video. The premiere gonna be, you know what I'm saying, like within a day or two or whatever. And I'm like, it's one thing to see the video when I get on there, but like for you to set it up like that, the way it's gonna premiere, I'm like, oh yeah, Jen on it, boy.
I try to do a little something.
You're doing it. So good deal. So, all right, my people, don't hang up yet. My peoples, thank you so much for tuning in to the Groove Suite podcast. We had Jen Washington from Woke by Accident podcast on here talking about Rebirth of Slick. Let us know in the comments what you think about Rebirth of Slick. Cool like that, all the great stuff. And I mean, if you don't do that, just go and listen to it. It's such a really relaxed song. I advise you to listen to this song when you're like washing clothes, or if you want to like roll all the windows down and put your Rick Ross shades on, cut on Rebirth of Slick. I'm telling you, it will put you in a great mood. All right. So make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter, the Groove Suite, TheGroovSuite. Boom, boom. And we will see y'all on the next go. Y'all be good. Be great. The Groove Suite podcast has been brought to you by Mr. Penis's Neighborhood and the Groove Suite. Make sure you stay in tune with us on our socials, on Instagram and Twitter at The Groove Suite, and on Facebook, The Groove Suite Podcast. If you want to email us some music, tell us that you like us, email us at groovesweetjacks@gmail.com. New things, new vibe, new soul, all that. Thank you to everybody who supports us, rock with us, and vibe with us. The Groove Suite.